Hi, everyone. It's June Lucal, and I am here to demonstrate a few cards using these two products. We have Sea Turtle and all this paper called By the Bay. Um, if you are not familiar with me, I am actually a licensed teacher, and I have been working with Stampin' Up for I think 18 years now. So I also have a background in graphic design illustration, and I have a website called youcanstamp.com. So I have not figured out how to do both look at me and look at the table, except for my telephone or my cell phone, and I can't switch it. The way I was doing it was okay, but not great. So I do want to show you before I really get into this. Now that I think about it, I have a couple things to show you. And if you're here, it looks like Julie's here already. Great. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, more the merrier, right? So here we go. First of all, it is really weird for me. I'm looking at everything backwards, so forgive me. But we have, first of all, just some announcements. We have Paper Pumpkin coming up, and I should fold this in half because it's confusing. I have two showing, but 10 years of growth. So we are celebrating 10 years of Paper Pumpkin. And this is the kind of a hint here. It looks like we've got all sorts of plants, maybe some 9 cards though, making cards. And those are the colors that would be in it. Also, we have online exclusives coming March 1st. You need to come back on March 1st onto youcanstamp.com. I have there's some kind of announcements, they say, but there are some online exclusives are new, but basically they are products that are only going to be available online. Makes sense, right? And they are only available kind of like while supplies last, I think. But this one is going to include some returning colors, Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock. So if you like those were popular colors. I particularly like Lost Lagoon, and I know like Jill was talking about Pretty Peacock, liking that one. And they are coming out with these online exclusives in March, July, and November. So in between all the catalogs. So we have that to look forward to. So these are some other sneak peeks about that. But come back March 1st and find out what this announcement, because I'm interested too. All right, and then I have March Stamp Camp coming up. So if you live in Northeast Ohio and would like to attend, I do have that up on my website. Now, I did get an email from Nancy Baker, and I'm going to be emailing you back because I have to do a special page for that. That's okay, though. So anyway, if you are interested, please sign up, or at least send me an email that you're going to pay me a different way and that you're coming. That would be really nice. I want to make sure I have everything for you. So, my camera's all wiggly. I tried to figure out a way to show me and then move it down, but it would take me like 5 minutes to get it readjusted because that's how long it took me. So you're stuck with my hands right now and my lovely voice, right? So the other thing that's going on not for very much longer is Celebration. See, it's over the 28th, which is I think next week. And all of these products in here are free purchases. So purchase of $50. The one set that I'm going to use a little bit of is this one called, what's it called? Support something. Everybody seems to love these owls too. Aren't they cute? And let's see. Who's in here? Sending Support, I think I passed it. Yeah. Sending Support, which are some really nice phrases for people who are needing a shoulder to cry and that kind of thing, or just having a rough time of it. A lot of us are doing that. And then other things are $100. And right now there's a join deal that you can get a one of these blue ones or a white one, or you can get extra money, like $50 worth of extra money for to buy anything that you're interested in if you already have one of these, for example. So that is I'm not trying to I'm really trying to help people out. This is a good deal. If you're going to be getting things anyway, this is the time to get it. So, okay, those are my announcements. And if, oh, I knocked this off. This is over here. If you are purchasing, whoops, sorry. If you are purchasing under $150 and can help put your order toward other orders to get some free things to demonstrate, that would be awesome to use that code. If you are purchasing over $100 though, consider that deal, because the starter kit, one of them is $99, one is $125, but you get a really like a whole lot more stuff for that amount of money. It's a good deal. So again, this is being a demonstrator. You don't have to demonstrate like me. You could be a hobby demonstrator, but it is really worth the discount. So, okay, a lot of things to show you. I was so like, oh, I got to do this card, got to do that card, got to do that card. Can't do them all though. So the first one I'm going to do, oh, let me show you that paper again. This is just really pretty, and it's in the mini catalog, which is over here. All right, so here, this has the paper. Now, I didn't get all this other stuff. I do like it, but I just couldn't get it all, you know? And so I got the paper, and then I also had I think it's maybe on the next page. Nope, it's sea turtle, though, that's in here. Must be the one before it. No? All right, I'm 100% sure it's in here, though. Sea turtle. I love the index. I might not be right. It could be in the main catalog. That could be. That's probably what it is, because I think I did get it a while ago. All right, so in the main catalog is this sea turtle, which I fell in love with because James and I went to North Carolina, and we had fun on the beach. We were hoping to see a nest hatch, but we did not. But still, we both love turtles. James even more than me, if that's possible. Well, it's possible, but I like all sorts of animals. Anyway, this is all some great paper. We have foil on one side and not foil on the other side. Lots of pretty designs. They are navy and petal pink, and we have Sahara sand, and this is balmy blue, and we have mint macron, and I think there's calypso coral in here too. And then all these like golds and other things. So a lot of pretty patterns. Hopefully you're getting the view of them all. I know that I'm missing one of them. There's like 11 of the 12 designs are here, and I don't know what happened to the other one of pages. There's actually 24 designs, but 12 double-sided ones. Okay, so let's move on. What the one is there's two actually like this one here. And I really love that swirl. I mean, I think it's like looking up at the water. You could think of it as that. And I like swirls anyway. So here's one that has Sahara sand behind it, and this is one that has mint macron. And so what I did was I cut this one down. You can see how I did that. All right, so I cut that down to, this is 3 7/8, and this is 5 1/8, because I'm going to do a little bit of a frame. It's going to have a white border all the way around it. And then that's going to go on top of the balmy blue. Now, wait, there's more. I didn't like how there was so much white. And being that these gold fish are foil, there is a trick. And I wanted to show you that. So let me get my... All right, so I have a blending brush, and I have balmy blue, and I'm going to basically get some of my balmy blue on my blending brush, all these bees, and I'm just going to add some blue throughout here. Whoop, gotta be careful you don't do that though. See, isn't this starting to look a little more watery? And the nice thing about, this not being a blue is you don't have to commit to the bottom blue. Let's say you wanted it more of a turquoise or something. You could totally do turquoise. No problem. And I don't even know if I'll do the whole thing. This could be uneven, as you can see. Maybe I'll do a streak of white and then do the rest. I think this is going to look really nice with the white border. It's going to kind of make this contrast a bit. Okay. See, I have a little bit of a streak. It's kind of uneven, and I'm going to add some more, though. Makes it look, like the clouds, maybe. You can see up through it. I don't know. I'm using my imagination, right? So, all right. And then, oh, yeah, I wanted to put some words, stamp some words. So here's where I have this sending support. Okay. And some of the ones that I thought this one I thought would be good. There are so many ways you might feel right now. Alone shouldn't be one of them. And actually that would work for a bunch of them because look at all the fish, right? So I'm going to stamp there are so many ways you might feel right now. It's a little bit light. The words are lighter than I was hoping for. However, you could leave it as is and just do the fish. However, I did want to add a fun little turtle. So, okay. Here's my cardstock scrap, and my turtle is hiding. Here it is. Here's my turtle, baby turtle. And I can use mint macaron on that, or yeah, let's just use mint macaron. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I always thought it was a macaroon, but it's not spelled that way. So I'm just going to stamp this, but I have a trick for you. All right. So I can stamp that. Oh, yeah. I wanted to do this on, well, I can do it on the other one. It's pretty light. I thought about going the next color up. I was experimenting with it, but that pad isn't very juicy. You could, what would be the next color? Those look good. So I could try the Evening Evergreen. See how that looks. I was doing a lot of experimenting. I was even experimenting on YouTube a little bit. I managed to do the entire description, and then my camera wasn't hooked up, so I went and hooked that up, and then it erased everything. So not quite like as bad as Facebook, but getting there. All right, now you can see that turtle a little bit better. And here's the other cool thing. Okay, I will show it on this. So I'm going to wash this off, clean this off, and we'll see what turtle we like best because I actually cut out a different one. So this is one of these reversible stamps. Can you see it? So this one was the side with all the details, but it's symmetrical. And I can turn this over and I can use the back of that. So get that on there. I'm going to stamp that. Now, full strength means some of it gets washed out. So I'm going to actually stamp it on something else. I'm stamping off, they call that. And then I'm going to stamp on top of this. Now, being that it's photopolymer, I can see on that better. All right. Hopefully I got it. There. Ooh, I like that. Isn't that cool? All right. Then we can cut that out. Because I did cut it out. I did do this the same as the last one. The mint macaron macaroon. I don't like that. I wish it would be spelled the way it sounds. I don't know. I wish, or I could really wish I could talk to someone French who would know this, the truth. So maybe I should call Stampin' Up and say, how do you pronounce this? I want to be able to do that correctly. Oh, I'm not even on the screen. I do that a lot, don't I? I'm so sorry. All right. So here we go. I'm almost there. I did, oh my gosh, how many did I do? For the, what's it called? Stamp-a-Stack that we had on Monday. I did so many of these little guys, but it was fun. And here, I'll show you there. I didn't put them all together yet. I have a few left over. And here's my cutie. Oh yeah, that looks really good. Okay, so, well, I'll get them out in a minute, but they look like the babies going across the sand. It was very cute. Oh, you know what? Since I have this out, and since I'm using it anyway for this other thing, I think I'm going to stamp the words. All right, so we can see them better. And we call that term contrast. That's the art term for that. I don't like how this is really dark on the edges, though. Okay. So when it stands out, because there's a lot of difference, that is called contrast. All right. So I'm doing it kind of at a slant, trying to make that, again, you know what? I think like the border is like halfway into my board, which is probably why I'm feeling like it's a little bit like way out there. All right, so here I have your basic card. Oh, and I need to put words on the inside, so I'm not going to close that one up. I will close this one up. Let's put it together. So I'm going to use my silicone mat and my Stampin' Seal, and this I'm going to put on top of the white. And I am recircling my white too, by the way. So I like to put, if I'm going to have a border, I want to make sure that this is correct before I tape it down or glue it down or whatever. All right, so this is my goof up. I'm going to use it again. Nobody can tell. I could even raise that up. That would probably look nice if I raised that up. All right, and then where'd my little turtle go? Here he is. Let's raise him up though. So I have, wow, not much on my thing. All right, we're gonna use this one up. So I'm going to put dimensionals on that, and wait, do I want them on that? Sure. Oh yeah, and I have this blue and white, very cool ribbon. Got it out because I wanted to use it. There it is. Really pretty. can't tell that it's much of what it is, though. Just trying to experiment here a little bit. Too much. Although I do like it's a little bit of a different texture. So maybe I will. Fix that up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to put this partway on. And I'm going to have that go off the edge. Just like I'm making it too close to my stomach again. All right, so that was half on, half off of the dimensional. Gives a little wave to it, a little something extra. And then we'll put one right there. If I can pick him up, there. It's kind of pointing to him. And he is, again, my rule of thirds. Remember, if I cut it into thirds this way and cut it into, not cut it, but like imagine breaking it up, where those would cross would be the place to put the focal point. So there's my focal point. And it's shining a little bit, but, oh, come on. I think there you go. There. Is that better? Okay. So he's kind of crossing the path, but he's also going to where those fish are going. And there are so many ways you might feel right now that isn't a total part of it, but we have to put the other side into it. So alone shouldn't be one of them. So I'm going to stamp that and put that right there. Okay. And there you have it. There's one card. All right. And that wasn't very complicated, honestly. That was more the paper and a little bit of the turtle. All right. So that's that one. Let's do another one. Let's see. So here's one using Night of Navy as the background. And since it's so dark, you would have to use either a white gel pen or you would have to put a white or something light card inside. Did I make that? So that could go inside. And then I took this one. Oops, dropped something. Here is the full-size one. So what I did was I cut some of that off. You can see how much I cut off. And I still have enough I could do something with, or I could use that for something else. I could see that scrap being used for something. So I cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. So it's giving you that kind of scene, right? And then I have this piece. It's like water. And so I cut that off. So I have 2 inches here. And what I'm going to do actually before I glue that down is I could have cut this at 4 because that's really what it is. I'll do it on the computer. What is this? My big cutter. All right. So here is, now this is kind of like too straight there. So I'm going to kind of imitate some of those lines there. Not perfect, but it's okay because water's not either. All right. So that's going to be there. Now, what I want it to be is a turtle swimming to shore. So I actually have that color, that dark green, the early evergreen, evening evergreen, not early. That's the other one. And I moved it. Oh, right here in front of my nose. Here it is. And I did it on white. My sample anyway. There's too much paper on this desk. All right. So it was right here. Here it is. Well, actually, my sample is not here. By my Bermuda Triangle of a desk. Oh, I got it. Okay. So, you know what? I am actually, let's try it on. No. I did it on white. I'm going to do it on a warmer. Not too much warmer, but I don't have any cardstock cut that. It is, oh, I see. No. All right, here's what we're going to do. That's the same color as the distant shore. We're going to do this, and here's a piece of paper to go under it. All right, now I have a big turtle. So we have that baby turtle, but we also have a big turtle. All right, and I want this big turtle to look like it's coming up out of the water and heading to shore. Okay, and it's probably, I don't know if it's a loggerhead. There were so many neat ones. There were some that are apparently as big as a Volkswagen bug. We were told this by people on the beach. This guy who works with a nonprofit and like babysits the turtle nests. So, in fact, this one, I could do. By the way, here's my other babies. Aren't they cute? I'm kind of giving you a sneak peek, but that is the color I'm thinking about. Maybe I should do that color. I really like that since I did this color already. It's already got ink on it. Let's just go with that. So I have a hard time with decisions sometimes. Okay, so I don't even need to get the whole thing because I'm going to have it go off the page a little bit. Oh, yeah. I wanted to put this pad under it. All right. Sliding this onto this foam pad. All right. Okay. The problem with, maybe that's why I did the white. There's a bit of a texture. And if we have time, I might show you something else. Okay. So let's get the rest of that off. And then I need to clean this because I'm going to do that behind flip it over the reversible thing. Okay. So I clean that all off and I'm going to take him off or her off. She's heading to lay her eggs. So it's really a her. And all right. So we will stamp and stamp off. And stamp on. Okay. A little bit off, but not too bad. All right, so you can help me decide if you like this one better or the white version. I'm thinking maybe this one. So I wish I could fast forward during this part. I know there's a way to do it when it's not in real life. But I'm a fairly quick fussy cutter. So I wouldn't be surprised if this had some kind of dies eventually. I hope this stays for a while. It's really cute. All right, so here I have that. And here's my water. And it's going to be coming something like that. In fact, I could lower that down. I could put more. I could lower that down. I could totally do that. I could put this. So that would be, then I'd be cutting this much off, which isn't bad. Okay, so the words I was thinking I might do really. I tell you what, this was all in one nice little spot, and then I dumped something off to get, now it's like, here we go. Okay, so here's what I wanted to put, and I was thinking up here, but actually I don't even think we need that. I think we could just do the words right there. And the words I have for this would be about courage. Courage is really being scared and doing it anyway. So I thought that might be appropriate. So, I'll do it with green because everything else is blue. Let's do that. The other things I had been thinking about doing, actually, that aren't in this set, have to do, they're with that Whale Done set, and that would be a less, be more about birthdays and love, but this was a good set. All right. Now, is there anything we can do with this? I think it would be contrived. So let's see. I'm going to put some adhesive. And that's going to go somewhere over here, pointing to the words, something like that. And I'm going to put this I'm going to cut this off, and then I'm going to, you know what, I need to do that with something that's a little bit smaller. And I'm going to put down glue dots, or not glue dots, dimensionals on the back. And there. All right, so stick those down. See, I used every little bit. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I need to make like a line, like here. That is 6 inches in, which is not what I'm used to, I guess. I gotta stretch out. I have this metal bar in my face. I guess I naturally keep my face away from it because I'm gonna bump into it one of these days. All right, so here I'm gonna put the fin up a little bit and put that down. Yeah, like that. All right, and we'll put some adhesive on here. So it's nicely bordered. And it kind of goes with the water, it extends the water a little bit. And then we can put the words on the inside if we wanted to. I'm not going to do it though right now. All right. Can you see that? All right. So that's 2 cards. And I have this little, if you don't like that, how it's very pale, you could do that. Or you could put this, I don't know. That's good enough. We're fine. Oh, let's put something on here that's not paper. Let's do this. And another little one. Make my scalene triangle. Okay. Just a little glimmer of something. All right, so there's 2. And so I have this. They're not the right shade of green, but I was thinking of doing a beach thing where I cut this. It looks like it's a very organized shells. It's not how it really beaches, but kind of close. Get the idea. So I could do this at 4. Let's see, what do I have on the back? I wasn't a big fan of those designs with the gold on it, but I did come up with a design that you could totally do something with. So let's see, 5. So I did 5 1/4, and then I'll have a nice little background. It's got a variety of shells on it. But then I thought we could do these little guys. And they could be traveling across the sand. A lot of them. But I would want an odd number. So you could have them going bottom to top, although we read top to bottom, so maybe they should be going down. And they could be going toward, you can even have them going off the edge there. And then you could have them have something over here in that sweet spot, right? And what could we have it say? That would be a good place. Oh, I don't have any blue though. Let's see. Oh, that would be, this would be a good, what you call it? The courage one. These babies are so brave. Except I just put it down. Here it is. Courage is being really scared and doing it anyway. So why don't I do that peachy color? Yeah, I like that. There we go. And we'll do that. Courage. Oh, it's the wrong green. I'll do it in black. Okay. Wow, for 3 cards, I'm doing pretty good. And oh, I did want to show you something. All right, so Courage is being really scared and doing it anyway. Okay. So I did these the same way as I did that other one where I flipped it over and did the other one. Let me put them. I love that these colors together. Looks awesome. So let's put the So yay, we do have some other people. I was hoping you guys would find me, and I don't know if it's doing notifications. I tried to do it earlier this time, but like I said, it erased the one time, and I was afraid to do anything more in case it would erase it again. So I just didn't want to go too, do too much. All right, I'm going to do a little, I always like doing this little banner tail. Real, what's it called? Shallow there. And then I can put these little guys. I know it's a little bit off of green, but I kind of like it. Okay, so I'm not going to take the time to glue them, but there it is. And the last one, I don't even know. This is more than I usually do, so maybe we're happy. I did want to, where is it? The one that I didn't care for. Oh yeah, what I wanted to do, I'll just tell you what I was going to do. I got this die cut. It is called, this was like the main reason layering diorama dies. And this was one of the card ideas that I had in the first place, and I never actually did it, which is, of course, interesting. But I do have, one of the things I thought would be so pretty is to make it like a cave and like things swimming by, but I didn't have any real great coral or seaweed. I do, but I would have to fussy cut it all. And I do have, these are the other things that come with it. I was thinking about, I could do sand dollars, and this would look nice if you didn't do these turtles. You could totally, ooh, I like that. You could do starfish and sand dollars here. That would be nice. Really nice. Totally like make a beachy looking one. That would look great. So there's another idea. I didn't execute it. Another idea I had was to color in these. So I know that that's blue. There's another one this is Sahara Sand, and this is Bashful or Balmy Blue. But you could color this in. I don't see why not. They'd just be a little bit on the bluish or beigeish side, but it would give you shadows and everything. So I think that would look really nice if you colored those in, and you'd still have that background. And then what was the other idea? So a couple of ideas. So this one I thought I could do, and I don't really have time. I guess I could show you, but I was going to use the Stamparatus to stamp repeatedly, because here's the reason why I might do that. This one I put navy on top of mint macron, and my navy needed to be inked very badly, apparently. So, but if you had a pad that didn't have enough ink and you didn't have any refills, you could ink and do the Stamparatus and do it over and over again until it got as dark as you want it to. Here's the Stamparatus that I was, if you put the where is that? We could put the and do it multiple times, but ink it up, put it down, ink it up, put it down, not moving this around. And you could totally ink that up to be a much brighter one. I may do that just to have finished. And then I'm giving you all my ideas because I have so many sets that I got that I really wanted to do things with. So instead of doing a second, like part 2, I think I'm just going to give you these ideas. And let's see, the other idea was with, where is it? It's really pretty paper pattern that, here it is. Okay, so this iridescent, look at how that looks like fish scales. You could totally do something with that. This made me think of, what is that turtle in Finding Nemo? It's not Splash. It's like Squirt is the little one. I don't remember what the Australian dude one. Crush? Is that it? Okay. So this makes me think of the current, right? So you could do, this is what I had been thinking. You could put this kind of current, do a turtle in the current. Bunch of turtles in the current, be neat. But I also thought, well, this one's neat because of the oysters, but I also thought this one with the shells, and you could actually do this with the fish scale looking one. But if you made this like a frame, can you see that as kind of a frame? And so imagine this part, you know, and you could do a small version, and then you could do some kind of focus right there, maybe words. But it would be like one of those, a little frame, little patterned frame. But thicker. It'd be like an inch around. So we'll see. Maybe I'll make a whole bunch and I'll make a post. That would be good, right? I've been wanting to do that, but I have to tell you, my homework is, we like started out of the gate at like 200 miles per hour with this master's degree. I'm overwhelmed already, and we are a week and 2 days into this. So I have like 9 articles, at least 2 more books to read, and like 2 things to write. One's 450 to 500 words. That's by Friday. And yeah, I'm like not going to be able to sub all week at the rate I'm going. So I'm a little overwhelmed, but this is a great break for me. And I've been really wanting to put more content, more creative content on there. So anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope that you liked all my designs and my ideas, and even the ones that I didn't put into words, or into pictures, I should say, yet. Here's this one, could look really cool. And yeah, so this one I think could be like a similar, movement is the word, the principle. Oh, I'm off screen again. Movement. See how that's moving? Makes it look like it's moving. It could totally look like a current. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of these gold streaks, but I think you could use them to your advantage here. So, all right. So many ideas. Thank you for joining me, and come back in 2 weeks. Oh, come back Monday. All right. So I'm planning to post the mystery card that is on Monday night. I'm going to have the Clue one tomorrow, if all goes well. And then the other, let's see, Bird House. I'm going to do something with that next week. Or, I'm sorry, March 7th is the date. So, all right. Thank you again. Have a great night. And we'll see you hopefully on Monday. Thanks. Bye.